to Tammy and Bert's Utopia. How lovely to see you. I've got 51 subscribers. Thank you so much for my new subscriber. I noticed this morning I had a comment. Oh, and how I love comments. And there it was. And thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. You've got no idea how much this Dotty lady loves it. So welcome to you all. Welcome to everybody. Please like, share, subscribe. I try to put the little things up, but I'm not very good at that. And I wanted to talk about this week. Well, we've survived. It's been a very challenging week. I've had very bad dark clouds this week, but today I'm feeling cheerier, and that's why I'm doing a video. And I thought, what would make me cheer up more than talking about one of my favourite loves? Toys, dolls. I love dolls. Please let me introduce you to Helen. Helen was bought for my very first Christmas, and I'm pretty sure she actually came from my grandparents, that they brought her for me. So I got her when I was 1. So, well, nearly 1. So, I mean, she is as old as what I am, because so she's, you know, she's 63 years old. Well, I'm nearly 63. So that's how old she is. And she's been with me my entire life. And I absolutely love her. She's just beautiful. When we were kids and Mum and Dad went around Australia, and you know, I had a bit of a rocky childhood, and we travelled in a car that dear old Dad hadn't paid for, so he was always running one step ahead from custom credit. But I mean, he kept us one step ahead, so what more could you ask from a dad? Anyway, through it all, I had Helen. And I used to talk to her, and she was my best friend, and she was the one comfort I had, and many a time she's comforted me. And even now, she comforts me, and I just love her to bits. So much, I think I'll be buried with my Helen. I couldn't go anywhere without her. She's been everywhere with me. And I also had another trusty one, and that was Ted. Now, Ted was given to me when I was born. So then again, how old is he? He's, you know, he's ancient. I have given him some workovers. Cover his ears. I've restuffed him completely. Left a bit of stuffing in, but restuffed him. He desperately needed it. Put a little bit of embroidery on the ears. There is original glass button eyes. Gave him a smile. He didn't have a smile. She didn't have a smile. And a smart red bow, because I love red. Everybody knows I love red. And of course you can see where I've wiped away on his little paws, you know, as I've been going to sleep, sucking my thumb as a child, because I was a thumb sucker. And wouldn't you believe it, I was a bedwetter too. What a child. Nobody would love me. Nobody would love me. Anyway, so that was my problems. And yes, so he was my comfort, and he travelled everywhere with me around Australia too. And I've managed to hang on to him all these years. And he's always sat on my bed, and right now he still sits on my bed and then sits next to me overnight. So he's absolutely beautiful, and I put some lavender scent in him, lavender sachet, so he smells a little bit lavenderish, so he's just gorgeous. Anyway, so don't toys make you happy? I can see why kids love to get new toys. Even though they get heaps and heaps of them, there's something about getting a new something to love. Helen's been to the doll hospital, and she didn't like it very much. She was a bit upset, but she did go to have her, she had an eye job, ladies. We don't like to talk to her about it because I know it was very painful for her, but she actually got new eyes. Well, not new eyes, new eyelashes in her eyelids, because she'd lost her eyelids, her eyelashes, you know, I must have pulled them out or something. But yes, so she went to the doll hospital, and I got her fixed and cleaned up a bit. And I've put her eyebrows on because they didn't do that. But I love dolls. I have got Barbie dolls that my eldest daughter brought me, 2. She's brought me a silver one and a gold one, and I just love them. They're limited edition ones, and I'll call them my COVID Barbies, because I got them through COVID. And they are just gorgeous. And I have my beautiful Susie Strawberry up there. I'll show her another day. But these 2, if I had to run out of the house, and you know how you say, oh, if something terrible happens, what would you take with you? Well, it would be Ted, and it would be Helen, and it would be Lily over there. But Lily over there is my mum's doll, and she's celluloid. And my kids hate her. I'll just go and get her. So, she is my mum's doll, and I absolutely love her. Now, I don't know when Mum acquired her because I never remember her as a child. So she must have got her when she was older. But isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? I haven't had her restored. And it's quite funny because I had a couple restored and then we had a fire and I lost my dolls. I lost them all. And I was so distraught. And I don't want to talk about it. It was a terrible time. And I lost them. And this one had gone to my Auntie Barbie in Tasmania. And I messaged Auntie Barbie after a couple of years and asked her if I could possibly have her back should anything happen to her, because you know I didn't have anything from Mum anymore and she knows how much I love dolls. And so she sent her with Mum's 1940 I'll get her, she's a doll on a stick. Isn't she magnificent? So I'm not quite sure, I'll hang her up there. She usually stays up there, that's her proper spot. But I moved her for the, wrecking the place. I moved her for the filming, so this one as well. Isn't she gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. So she was in my mum's bedroom, but at the same time I don't remember her as a child. So Mum's acquired this later. I'm not quite sure where from. Maybe it was even my grandmother's, I don't know, but she's got that later. But anyway, yes, what's not to love about dolls? But my kids absolutely hate this doll and have told me she's a Chucky doll and she will be destroyed and gotten rid of when I pass. But anyway, let's see. My page absolutely loves dolls, and I think that my page will still find somewhere to sit her great-grandmother's doll, I'm sure. Thank you, Paige. Anyway, so that's my love. Do you love dolls? Have you kept any of your childhood toys? My dear Bert didn't have many childhood toys and he hasn't got anything from his childhood at all. But because I was so insecure as a child, because of my mental condition, I hung on to that doll and Teddy, and I never went anywhere without them. And Mum and Dad couldn't get them off me. I do remember that because I remember that one time my grandmother said to me, Nanny, she said, "Oh, Tammy, darling, don't you know that dollies need to have their faces washed just like we do?" So I'm pretty sure Helen must have been quite grotty, but as a child I never seen it. So, but Nanny told me and she showed me how to wash her, and I remember that. And I washed her with baby oil because that's what Nanny told me to wash her with, and that's what I did. So anyway, that was good. So been a bit of a different week this week. Oh goodness, Bert has got it in his heart. He's out there. I love the way she's the size of a 6-month-old baby. So I'm going to put a christening dress on her shortly. So she'll be wearing the Christmas dress for winter because it brightens it up. But I put on her summer dress for summer. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, she's beautiful. Just love it. Anyway, I'll sit her down here. I'll just pull the camera down a little bit. Yes, there, she can sit down there. Yes, so Bert has been digging up out the front. Absolutely. Making a new path along the front of the house so that the puppy dogs can walk from out the back all the way along into the courtyard on concrete. And that saves, pardon me, a lot of dirty, muddy paws. So that's what he's been doing. And I've got some footage there to show you and footage of different things that I've been doing this week. And I hope you like this video and you share and subscribe and leave me a comment if you've got anything from your childhood and if you think it's silly or you think it's a good thing. I personally think it's a very good thing because you have to have security. And I mean, if I'm feeling really, really bad, I just have to go and grab Helen, who's always on display, and, you know, or Ted. So how lucky am I? Anyway, that's how it is at the moment. So just go and have a look at what we've done, and I hope that you enjoy it. Have a look, see what you think. So of a night I knit, And do any of you knit? I find it so lovely. I've knitted for so long now because Pam actually taught me to knit. She was my stepmother and she was a wonderful knitter and she taught me how. I mustn't have been able to grasp it before then, but I can't remember Mum ever trying to teach me to knit. But Pam did. And the first thing I knitted was a red and black jumper, and it was just basically 2 squares and 2 rectangles for sleeves with a slash neckline. And I thought I looked the bee's knees in it. I mean, it was the 70s and early 80s after all. And yes, it was really good, and she showed me how to do that. So ever since I've knitted, and I've knitted lots and lots and lots of things over the years. And through COVID, I knitted cardigans and jumpers for myself, just stocking up on them. There's Lucy. She just came to say hi. Yes. You want to hop back down again? Okay. Now, I love knitting beanies. They're a small project, take me a week, and they're easy to do. And I've knitted one for my brother, because it's his birthday next month. And so I've made one for Philip, and this is the one for Philip. Isn't it beautiful? And he can roll it up if he wants to roll it up. I don't put the pom-poms on because they look a bit daggy, but it's cables. Can you see the cables? I love doing cables. They are beautiful, love it. So because that one's turned out so well, I've started another one, exactly the same, and I knit it, except I reversed the colours. I knit it on round needles, and what I find is that I have a terrible time, because my needles are long, starting off on round needles and actually joining in the circle as you go in the first 3 rows. So I just knit the first 3 rows like that, and then I join it, and I find I can get the stretch in it then, and I don't have any problems. So that's what I'm knitting at the moment, and it really is therapeutic. It's just lovely to have something at the end of it. And I've made Philip many beanies over the years, and I've knitted so much over the years, so I wonder how much you guys knit. Do any of you knit? Leave a comment, let me know. I just think it's wonderful. Hello darlings, back again. So what did you think? Doesn't it make you tired just looking at all that digging that Bert's done? He's just incredible, so he'll concrete it later on. He's got his heart set on getting it done before winter, and the weather all of a sudden here in Ballarat, I don't know what it's like where you are in the world. Let me know, leave a comment, let me know. Please don't keep flicking, leave a comment. I'll put this up a little bit. Yeah, so he wants to get that done before the weather turns, because that's what happens in Ballarat. It's sunny one day and then the next day, winter has arrived. So I hope you've had a good week, and I hope that you've stayed happy and living in the moment, because that's all we can do. We're only given this moment, aren't we, darlings? So I just want to thank you so much for watching, and have a good week, and embrace your inner child, because that little girl or little boy always needs love. So if you're out and you see that car that you like and you absolutely love, and it reminds you of when you were a child, don't hesitate, buy it for yourself and enjoy it. So God bless to you all, and thank you so much. Hi Jose and Ariana. I absolutely loved this video that you just did on, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the latest one that you've done. I'm going to try so hard to leave your link down below, because you guys are fantastic. You're better than counsellors. Anyway, everybody else can benefit from that too. Thank you so much, darling. Stay happy, stay in the moment. Lots of love from Ballarat.